Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Kandidima. We are going to solve a question paper which is 2022 internal on question 3. So the first question, which is A, it is talking about simplifying. So when you are simplifying such equations, what you do is that we use common factor when simplifying these such equations. So when you see what is on top here, what is on top is not factorized. Okay, so you use the factorization of common factor for you to factorize what is on top. Also down here, when you look at this equation, is not also factorized. So for you to simplify this one, because this is an equation that is it's a long equation, so to simplify is to bring it down into its simplest form. So for us to simplify, we're going to use the common factor. So we're going to start on top. We are going to say what is common when you see 2x plus 14. What is common? 2 is common. Why? 2 can enter into 2, so it can enter into what? 14. So we are going to say you simplify first the first equation, then this is our second equation. So we're going to simplify the first equation by saying what is common here is 2. What is common is 2. What will remain here if the 2 goes? What remains is x, then plus. How many times does 2 enter into 14? Because we know that 2 is what is common. Now, how many times does 2 enter into 14? It goes 7 times. Then you close. You have simplified what is on top, and this one we are going to call it equation 1. Then now you go to the equation 2. Also the equation 2, you are going to simplify using common factor. So 2x squared, then minus 98. Okay, so you're going to look at what is common in this equation, because for equation 1 we have already found. Now you're going to look at what is common. What is common is 2. If 2 is common, you remove 2 here. What will remain here? What will remain is what? X squared. So we're going to say the 2 is what is common. Then what will remain here is x squared. Then minus now. Okay, how many times does 2 enter into 98? It will enter 49. Because 2 into 9, it is 4, remainder 1. Then 2 into 18, because this will be 18. 18, it goes how many times? 9. Then it will be 49. Then you simplify it further, because here according to grade 12 or grade 10 standards, which is senior, you can't end here as you have factorized. No, because why? We have x squared. So also here we can look for a number that you can multiply twice to give us 49, which is what? 7. In short, we are looking for the factor of what? 7. A number that can enter in, the factor of 49. A number that can enter into 49 without removing any remainder is what? 7. It goes how many times? 7. So we're going to say 2, then x squared, then minus 7 to the power what? 7. It's just the same as we are saying 49, because 7 times 7 here, it will go back to what? 49. Then from here now you expand. Here we have 2x and here we have 27. So for expanding, we're going to say 2, then open bracket, x minus 7. So if I remove 1x here, I'm remaining with 1x. If I remove 17, I'm remaining with 17. Hence, I'm going to say open bracket again. The x that has remained, I'm putting it here. Then instead of putting a minus, I'll put a plus, such that when I multiply, I'm going back to the 49, which is, I'll say plus 7x. Then don't forget to put this these brackets to show us that 2 can multiply with everything that is here. So you collect this one, which is your now second equation that you have found. Then you are going to now write to say our first equation was 2 open bracket x plus 7, then over, remember where we're coming from. So our second equation that we had found is this one. So we're going to say 2 brackets x minus 7, then open bracket x plus 7. You close. Then now look at x plus 7 is just the same as x plus what? 7. So these two, they cancel. Here on top we are remaining with what? With 2. So we are going to say 2 over 2 then x minus 7, and the answer ends from here. We come now to question number 2, and it reads, which is question 3b. Given that the third term, so they are saying that given that this is question 3b. Now they're saying given that the third term, okay, and sixth term, given that the third term, okay, which is this one, and sixth terms, given that the third and the sixth term, so meaning these are terms, the third term and the sixth term of a geometric progression are 3 over 4 and 32 over 3 over 32. Now when you hear such a question, when they say given that the third term, meaning this third term is equals to 3 over 4, okay, then the sixth term is equals to 3 over 32. That is the English that is here, because they say given that the third term and, so even here you say there are, so the third term of a geometric progression, which is a GP, are, for third term it is 3 over 4, then for sixth term it is 3 over 32. So what I mean is, I'm trying to mean like this. So we are going to say they are saying third term is equals to 3 over 4. Then they are saying and sixth term is equals to 32 over, 3 over 32. Okay, that is the English that is here. Now respectively find the first one. The first one we've been told to say find the first term and the common ratio. We are finding the first term and the common ratio. That is the question that we have been told to solve. This is the question that we have been told to solve. So for the first one, we're finding the common ratio, the common ratio and the first term. And you all know that the first term is denoted as A, then the common ratio according to GP is denoted as what? As R. Now we're going to use these two saying, we're going to create two equations such that we are going to solve the first term and the common ratio using simultaneous equation. Now the first thing that you need to understand is that we've been told already to say the third term is equals to 3 over 4. Then the sixth term is equals to 3 over 32. So what you do is that you are using the formula of the nth term to create. So this one will be our first equation when we create, then this one will be our second equation when we create. So what we are creating is like this. So we are going to say we start with the term 3. Term 3. So we're going to say introduce the formula of the nth term for GP. So we say term is equals to first r n minus 1, and again this side. So for this one, we are going to go with this one. Again for this one, we'll create the we are going to bring the formula of the nth term, n r n minus 1. So we're going to say where there is n here, we've been told to say it is what? It is the third term. So where there is n, we put 3. Then everything that is here, everything, the third term is equals to, so meaning everything that is here is equals to 3 over 4. So it will be like this. So it say t, where there is n, you put 3 is equals to, we don't know our first term is what we are finding, and our r is what we are finding. Then 3 minus 1 equals to 3 over 4. That is the English here. And you come this side, you say term, our n here, they have said the 6 equals to a, we don't know, r, then 6 minus 1 equals to what? 3 over 30 what? 32. This is how it will become. So you name it. Don't forget, I've said this is our equation 2, then this is our first equation. Okay, so the equations will be like this before we even go to simplifying and stuff. So what will happen next is that we need to simplify here. So we're going to say 3 minus 1. What we're going to get is, now we are going to forget about this. So it will be first term common ratio, then to the power 2 is equals to 3 over what? Over 4. Okay, even this side you do the same. You're going to forget about this, then you say you simplify here. 6 minus 1, it will give us first term ratio, then 5 is equals to 3 over 32. Right, you get? Then now, when this is your second equation, then don't forget this is our what? Our first. When you are simplifying such equations, because after you have found your second equation and your first equation, what you do now, you introduce, you need to solve them. You need to solve them as simultaneous. Now, when we want to solve them as simultaneous, we start with our second equation. So we're going to write to say first term radius to the power 5 is equals to 3 over what? Over 32. Then now we are going to say down here we put we started with the second equation, then we come to the first equation by saying first r squared. So it is over equals 3 over 4. Okay, we are going to have something like this. After we have found this, what is next? You remember in simultaneous equation we were taught to say what is common, we do what? We cancel. So from here we are going to cancel the a, meaning there is 0 here. Now we are going to concentrate on the what? On the r. Are we together? Since we have cancelled the a are common, there is 0. So we are going to concentrate on the what? On the r. Here how many r do we have? 5. Here 2. When we cancel here and we cancel the 2, we cancel the r here, which are 2. Then we cancel in 5 we remove r, 2 r's. We're going to remain with 3 r's. So it will be r cubed is equals to 3 over 32. Okay, divide by 3 over what? 4. From here you can use your calculator to simplify. If you want, you can go direct by saying 3 over 32, then 3 over 4, and then you are going to find, or you can use alternative. So from here you can say 3 divided by 32. What are we getting? When you say 3 divided by 32, you are getting 0.0 9,375. Then also you say 3 divided by 4. What are you getting? You're getting 0.75. These are the numbers that you are getting. 0.75. That is what you are getting. Then from here, or if you don't want to do this, you can say since this is division, so we are going to say r cubed is equals to 332, then divide by 3 over 4. Then for us to change this one, meaning this the numerator will come down, the denominator will go up. So meaning the equation will change to r cubed is equals to 3 over 32, then times 4 over 3, because the denominator is going up, the numerator is coming down. Then from here you can multiply by saying r cubed is equals to, this times this, we're getting 12 over this times this, meaning this times this will give us 6, this times this 96. From here you can do your calculation. If you want, you're going to find that the answer will be 0.125. When you do your calculations, the answer is supposed to be 0.125. So we're going to say 12 divided by 96. What are we getting? Listen. So the answer here is going to be r cubed is equals to 0.125. Then when you introduce your cube root, both sides, so that we should cancel this cube root. So we're going to say r is equals to 0.5, because the number that we can multiply 3 times to give us 125, this side to give us 5. Now you know that your r here is 0.5. Now here they had said we need to find the value of what? First term and for the common ratio. We have just found for what? Common ratio, but we need the first term. So for you to find the first term, you go to the equation that we made. So if you want, you can get this one. If you want, you can get this one. And don't forget, this one, you divide, it will give you 0.75. So you can get this one. If I want to choose this one, you choose this one, the answer will still be the same. So me, I'm going with this one. So I'll say first term r squared is equals to, when I divide here, it will give me 0.75. So it will say 0.75. Okay, now my r, I have found 0.5. So I'm going to say first term, then 0.5 squared is equals to 0.75. Then here you know that when you multiply, you're going to have 0.25. Then 0.25 times a, we're going to have 0.25 a, okay, which is equals to 0.7 5. We divide both sides by 0.25, even this side 0.25. What is our a? When we cancel our a, we're going to have, when we say 0.75 divided by 0.25, the answer is going to give you 3. The answer is 3. So we are going to say, therefore my a is 3 and my r is 0.5. You are done.